Welcome, I'm Vivek. Being a big cricket fan and a constant follower of the game, I had always wondered how a person like MS Dhoni developed so many haters inside our country. Like, he is the captain who brought us the 2007 T20 World Cup, after that, the 2011 World Cup, and then the 2013 Champions Trophy. Moreover, he is widely considered as one among the greatest wicketkeepers of all time, and he had also stayed in the top 10 rankings of best batsmen for continuous 10 years. So how does such a person develop a lot of haters in our country? Like, he do have such a huge fan base, but also there are good amount of people who don't like him. So I had always thought of this, and after thinking over all these years, and whenever interacting with a person who is a Dhoni hater, I'd always tried to see what makes them turn against Dhoni. And here I present my conclusions. The 8 reasons why people turn Dhoni haters. So, the reason number 1. This is his peculiar style of batting. See, we normally resist change. That is, think that from tomorrow, the format of Instagram or Facebook is going to change. Irrespective of whether it is good or bad, you will initially feel like, oh, I don't want this change. Like, the new interface is not so good. I would have preferred the old one. What did you feel when Byju's became Indian team sponsors and instead of Sahara, Byju's started getting written there? I know many people were uncomfortable. They were like, oh, we would have preferred the previous one. But now it is okay, because after some days or few months or even 1 or 2 years, everyone are okay with that. The same happens with MS Dhoni. His batting style is quite peculiar. It is not really the textbook batting style. Look at the way he drives the ball, look at the way he defends the ball, or maybe he pulls the ball. See, in these pictures, you can see Sachin Tendulkar driving the ball and MS Dhoni driving. See, when you see Sachin's drive, that is a perfect textbook drive played to perfection. You would see Sachin getting right into the drive position that you consider as the textbook drive, and his position and shot would be so perfect. But what is the case with MS Dhoni's drive? See, that is not the same drive that you expected. That is something different. But he has his own style of doing things. See, what is the very basic rule in cricket? While playing a shot, you have to see that you present the full face of the bat and your eyes should be right on the ball till the last point. If that's satisfied, you are good enough to play that shot. Now look again at Dhoni's drive. He is presenting full face of the bat. His eyes are right on the ball. Well and good, that satisfies the condition. So the basics of cricket are still followed. So this technique could still work. Let's look at the defense. See Rahul Dravid's defense and MS Dhoni's defense. When you look at Dravid's defense, that is the defense that you would love to play. You want to get into that perfect position. That is the Wall's defense. That's bat placed slightly on the side of the pad, slightly towards the back, facing the ground at an angle, and right on the trajectory of the ball. So this defense is what you consider as the perfect textbook defense. You would suddenly appreciate that. Now look at what Dhoni does. His bat may come in front of the pad, he may be stretching a bit more, but again, the basics. His bat is, the full face of the bat is presented, his eyes are right on the ball, works. That's good enough to cover the basics. And you may even see Dhoni keeping the bat and the ball passing around. He may not even care. Now look at the pull shot. Look at the pull shot played by Virat Kohli. That is again the perfect textbook pull. What happens with Dhoni's shot? Here, again you would find it slightly different, but again, full face of the bat and eyes right on the ball. Both conditions are satisfied, which means this technique, even though slightly different from what you had expected, would still work. And now, when you know the fact that MS Dhoni is the person who had stayed in the list of top 10 batsmen in the world for 10 consecutive years, you don't need anything more to prove that his technique works. See, in international cricket, even if a batsman manages to stay in a team for 10 consecutive years without getting dropped, that itself is a mammoth achievement. When you say that this person stayed in the list of top 10 batsmen in the world for 10 consecutive years, that is just incredible. That is the proof that his technique works. And now, with time, this problem gets erased. People will get comfortable as they continuously see Dhoni bat again and again. People will lose the problem with him and they would be okay with the new style of play. Now let's see the second reason. IPL. See, IPL, it has brought a lot of positives to India. It gave chance to a lot of young players. Moreover, it brought a new cricket festival into India. But along with that, there is one big negative that IPL brought. The division of Indian cricket fans. See, till the point IPL came in, all Indian cricket fans were always united. We were happy for anyone who would play well for India, and we always were against those people who would at any point perform badly for India. That is a typical Indian cricket fan. But with the emergence of IPL, Indian cricket fans got divided into CSK fans, RCB fans, MI fans, DC fans. Then what happened is MI and CSK, Mumbai and Chennai, they happened to be the arch rivals in Indian IPL. And this was like an India-Pakistan rivalry. See, do you remember that when India and Pakistan were the arch rivals, and we always used to troll Inzamam ul Haq. We know at the back of our mind, we always know that he is a star player. But because he is the Pakistan player and he is our rival team, we would find reasons to troll him, be it his running or whatever. The same happens here. Sachin Tendulkar, such a big cricket idol, he was in Mumbai Indians, and this turned good amount of cricket fans who were Sachin Tendulkar fans against Dhoni, because Mumbai and Chennai were the arch rivals in IPL. Thereafter, with the emergence of other teams, let's say RCB, Virat Kohli joined RCB. Again, whenever an RCB CSK match comes in, Virat Kohli fans go on one side against MS Dhoni, and MS Dhoni fans go against Virat Kohli. And this brought in a lot of Dhoni haters, because whenever Dhoni played against other teams, the fans of the top players of those teams, they slowly started turning against Dhoni. So IPL was a big reason which earned Dhoni a lot of haters. Now, the third reason why Dhoni got haters. It is fans, his own fans, because there are a lot of die-hard Dhoni fans who keep speaking about Dhoni and Dhoni wherever they may go. So whenever they get in conversation with other people, other cricket lovers, maybe neutral people or people of other fans of other cricket players, these Dhoni fans, they would publicly start trolling other cricket players in order to show that Dhoni is better. They would simply say, see, our Dhoni did these things, what did your player X do? Now, they are also seeing their favorite cricketer as a big idol. Now, they gets hurt, and automatically those people turn into Dhoni haters, because they start debating with the Dhoni fans that Dhoni is not so good, our player is great. Automatically, their arguments comes up as Dhoni is not good, and they find reasons to find why he is not good. And the fans of Dhoni is one reason that gained him some haters as well. Point number 4. This is the Dhoni style of building up the team. See, during earlier days of many players who are presently Indian team heroes, MS Dhoni did stick to them for a considerable amount of time, which was not contemporary. That is, normally in international, any of the national sides, if one player is not performing, he would be taken out and someone other will substitute them. Now, in Indian team, MS Dhoni introduced a lot of youngsters who took the place of some experienced players who had huge fan base. Now, these players, during the initial period, the young players were not performing up to the mark. Still, Dhoni did stick to them, and this turned the fans of older players, the senior players, against MS Dhoni. See, take examples of maybe Ravindra Jadeja. Ravindra Jadeja, during his earlier days, was not such a great batsman at the international level. He also used to get hit for sixes here and there. But MS Dhoni stuck to him, and now see what he has become. He became the world's #1 test bowler, thereafter became the best all-rounder in the world, and undoubtedly Ravindra Jadeja is the best fielder in the world today. See, I remember Ashish Nehra saying in an interview that if you ask me who are the top 3 fielders in the world, I would say Ravindra Jadeja's name because I know he is in the list, and then for the remaining 2 names I will have to think. That is the point. You know that Ravindra Jadeja today has emerged as a big fielder. Similarly, if you take the case of other players, maybe Ashwin, Ravichandran Ashwin, who was termed as a CSK boy, who got into Indian team by that way, and MS Dhoni did take a lot of backlash. But what he went to become? He became the World Cricket of the Year. He got that award. Even if you consider other players, maybe Suresh Raina, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, they were all supported by MS Dhoni during the initial period. The support was a good thing, but the problem was that they all replaced some player in the team, and that player was a senior player. Now, those fans would automatically turn against Dhoni. So, this was point number 4. Point number 5. This is MS Dhoni's peculiar way of taking the match to the end. See, whenever you see a famous ODI match in which MS Dhoni was the hero, one particular speciality would be there, that the match would be taken to the end, and then in the last 1 or 2 overs, MS Dhoni would just unleash himself and he would take India to a win. Now, all the MS Dhoni fans get so excited after this, but not everyone in India is a fan of taking the match to the end. Some people prefer you keep up with the run rate and don't build the pressure at all. So there were many people who were not a fan of this style of taking it to the end, who didn't want MS Dhoni to be there. They would have preferred some other player who would keep up with the run rate. See, I remember MS Dhoni saying in one interview, the reason why he prefers taking the match to the end, it is that, let us say for example, a team needs 60 runs of 75 balls. This is what India needs. When does MS Dhoni come in? Mostly as the last recognized batsman. So only the tail enders are remaining. Now, if MS Dhoni gets out, there are almost 0 chances of India's winning. But if it happens that MS Dhoni is able to stay in the crease and the equation comes down to maybe 1 over 12 runs or 15 runs, there is a possibility that the tail ender may be able to take team to a win. So this is the reason why he prefers taking it to the end. See, before 2010, a tail ender of Indian team meant a typical tail ender. Obviously, they can't stay for more overs. Today, you see a lot of bowlers who can bat, who can take India to a win. Now, so this was another big reason why people turned against Dhoni. Point number 6. It is the retirement of the cricket greats. MS Dhoni was the captain who was destined to deal with the retirement of many cricket greats of India. Sachin Tendulkar, Saurav Ganguly, Rahul Dravid, VVS Lakshman, and the cricket greats of the new era, maybe Yuvraj Singh, Virender Sehwag, Gautam Gambhir, all these people had their retirement during MS Dhoni's tenure as captain. And what does this do? Especially towards the back end of their career, what happened is there were enough rumors that MS Dhoni was one reason why they were not given enough chances. And see, if you are a big fan of a player X, irrespective of whether player X has performed well or bad, you would always love to see him play. So if a captain puts him outside, you would be angry on him. And this is one reason that gained MS Dhoni some people as haters. Now, point number 7. This is MS Dhoni's not so good test record. See, I am a big MS Dhoni fan, but I do believe that MS Dhoni's performance in tests was never as good as ODIs or T20s. Be it as a batsman, be it as a captain, whatever. See, I do understand that in test it is difficult for a wicketkeeper to bat because he has to squat the whole day, and after that he has to come back and bat. So it is difficult, but I don't see such great test records as compared to what he has done in T20s or ODIs. Moreover, his captaincy in test cricket, is that really good? Because what I see is this. In test cricket, MS Dhoni was a very defensive captain. Be it his field setting, be it his bowling changes, he was a defensive captain. What was MS Dhoni's strength? See, if it is T20s or in ODIs, he would wait for the batsman to make mistake and he would capitalize on that. He would foresee what mistakes batsmen can make and he would arrange everything accordingly and he would capitalize on that mistake. Be it when a spinner is bowling or a fast bowler is bowling, he would make that plan and capitalize on the mistake. This is a wonderful approach if it is ODI or T20s. But what in test? See, in test cricket, this would have worked if every batsman was a maybe Shahid Afridi or a Rishabh Pant. But in test cricket at international level, every team have good amount of players who are so professional that they are not going to give away chances. They can play one complete day of test cricket. So in such cases, the requirement is of an aggressive captain, someone like Virat Kohli. He would create chances. It may leak some runs there, but it would create some chances and fetch you a wicket. This is what you need in test cricket. So I do believe that MS Dhoni was not such a good captain in test, and his record as a batsman or a keeper was not as good as what he had in ODIs or T20s. So on a comparative scale, you can say he performed badly in test, and this did turn some people against him. Now, the final point, the 8th point. And this point is that he was the Indian captain. See, take history, see for any Indian captain, it is always the captain who has to face the maximum backlash. See, nothing wrong with that. Captain is the one who has to take the responsibility. Whenever team performs badly, captain is the one who gets all the blame. So be it previous captain such Saurav Ganguly, whoever. So in India, it is a customary that if the team performs really well, you will just take captain to the heights, and if it happens that the team performs badly, you will totally blame the captain. And because of this, MS Dhoni also got good amount of blame. So these are the 8 reasons that I see as reasons for people getting against Dhoni, turning against Dhoni, and becoming Dhoni haters. So hope you agree with these points. If not, let me know. Hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.